the state that we're in right now with what's happening with this virus and bringing the world together, it's an opportunity. For me, it's an opportunity to focus on exactly what we have. It's an opportunity to develop whatever strengths that we have so that we can support each other. It's an opportunity to remember that we're all connected. Even to the smallest degree, we sense that now. Don't get too close to someone that doesn't live with you. We're all connected. So really, it's an opportunity for transformation. And yes, sadly and unfortunately, some of that transformation is going to mean death and passing. And there's nothing funny or light about that. But as a whole, as a collective, we will not all pass. We will not all die. So it's an opportunity. So for me, I've changed from being someone who was at home, who was focused more on writing, for example, and not teaching yoga, into now offering donation yoga classes online. Because for me, yoga is something I know and I can teach and I love meditation. And it's so important. We really, really need it right now. Why yoga is important? There's an energy to how we carry ourselves. We know that from a psychological standpoint. Simply hunching the shoulders indicates a sense of being, right? Open chest, but that could be overly physical and rigid, indicates a sense of being. So there's all these bodily ways that we carry ourselves. And I know from my own life, and we know this from science and exercise, that exercise releases endorphins. So if you look at the posture aspect of yoga, where you're doing specific postures to open up your chest, you're doing specific things to open up the pelvis, to strengthen the core and the legs, to move with a sense of freedom rather than this rigid, locking way that we tend to kind of almost, move through life. Then there's this energetic aspect. I mean, for me, I feel it in my body when the energy runs clearly. I come in and I might have all this stuff. I can almost feel it, like a heaviness on my head, a heaviness on my shoulders, or maybe a heaviness in my heart. And because I don't think about that for 20, 30, 40, whatever, 60 minutes, however long I'm doing it, I let it go. And meanwhile, while I've let it go, I'm working on strengthening the body and I'm working on moving energy. So then I come out, even if I pick all this stuff back up, right? The metaphorical, leave your stuff by the door, you can pick it up on the way out. It still feels lighter, which is magical to me. And hopefully I don't pick it up. Hopefully I leave it by the door. On an overall basis, I believe that yoga makes us better people. And I believe that meditation makes us better people. And I believe that it helps us connect to ourselves in ways that sometimes we wouldn't be given the opportunity to. And it also provides a very simple time structure and a frame that we can do this. So it gives us an excuse, right, to forget about everything else and to push it aside and to focus on ourselves. And just being able to do that alone is enough to help mitigate the effects of stress. So for me, yoga's very powerful. And I would encourage everyone to find some kind of movement modality that helps you. And it doesn't have to be yoga. That's my tool. For some people, it's a walking meditation or surfing. But there is a magic to yoga, and I'd encourage you, if you're watching this, to try out tons of different teachers, because you might try 5 and not resonate with them and find that one that's oh, now I get it. And don't be judgy. There's so many different styles. Explore them. I'm getting a little emotional about it, but really, the most important thing that yoga can teach us is how to manage our mind better. It's how to manage our energy better and how to feel better in our bodies. And I believe that makes us healthier, happier, and kinder people.